Today we will be looking at issue of debentures as collateral security. What do you mean by collateral security? Collateral security means secondary security. There are two types of securities. The principal security, or that is known as primary security, and the second security is the secondary security. Like for example, you take a loan from somewhere. Now, when you take a loan, let us say from a bank, the bank will ask for some type of security. The first thing that you give will be known as the primary or principal security. And the second thing that you keep, that will be known as secondary security, which is known as collateral security. So sometimes a company may take a loan from a bank or from a financial institution, and the bank and the financial institution may ask for some type of security for that. Now, the company may be giving debentures as collateral or secondary security. But the bank or the financial institution will not become a debenture holder. Neither they will be getting the interest of the debentures, but simply they will keep the debentures with themselves. But if the person or the company makes a default in the payment of the loan or in the payment of the principal sum, in that case, the bank has every right to sell the debentures and recover their money. And the bank then can become an actual debenture holder. So for example, say a company takes a loan of say 50 lakhs from a bank. The bank will ask them to give them debentures of more than 50 lakh. So as long as the company pays the installments of the loan, or as long as the company gives the interest on the loan in due time, the bank will not do anything with the debentures. But the moment the company makes a default in payment of the installments, the bank has every right to sell the debentures and recover the money due. Now in accounts, we have two methods for recording issue of debentures as collateral security. In the first method, the amount of loan that is taken from the bank, with that amount we pass one journal entry, bank account debit to bank loan. For example, say the company is taking a loan of 5 lakh from the bank. So the journal entry will be bank account debit 5 lakh to bank loan 5 lakh. And the company keeps debentures of 7 lakh with the bank. So we will not pass any entry for that. Simply we will pass the entry for the bank loan. Now this method is not preferable. We have another method which is more preferable. That is the second method. In the second method, we will pass one entry for the bank loan, that is bank account debit to bank loan, with the amount of loan that is being taken from the bank or any financial institution, and the amount of debentures that are kept in collateral security. With that, we will pass the entry debenture suspense account debit to debentures account. For example, in the earlier example, like let us say the company has taken a loan of 5 lakh from the bank and it has pledged 7 lakh debentures as collateral security. Then the first entry will be bank account debit 5 lakh to bank loan 5 lakh, and the second entry will be debenture suspense account debit 7 lakh to debentures account 7 lakh. Now how will they be shown in the balance sheet? If you look at the extract of the balance sheet, first you have equity and liabilities number 1. Under the heading of non-current liabilities, we will show long-term borrowings. that is that will be shown in the current year's column. First column is the current year's balance and the second column is the previous year's balance. And in notes to accounts, we will show debentures less debenture suspense account. So automatically debenture suspense account will be subtracted. So it will not appear in the balance sheet. And below that we will write the bank loan amount. For example, in our example, bank loan will appear at 5 lakh and debentures will appear with the value of debentures the company is having minus the debenture suspense, minus the amount of debentures which has been kept with the bank as collateral security. Now we come to issue of debentures considering the terms and conditions of redemption. Now, the issue entry of debentures depends on the terms and conditions of redemption of the debentures. In the first case, a debenture is issued at par and redeemed at par. That means 100 rupees debenture is issued at 100 and redeemed at 100. In that case, the entry will be bank account debit 100 to debenture application and allotment account. Here I am assuming that the entire amount is received with application. So that is why I am writing bank account debit 100 to debenture application and allotment account 100. Then debenture application and allotment account debit 100 to debentures account 100. And we will also prefix the rate of interest. Here I have not mentioned the rate of interest, but whatever be the rate of interest, 7%, 8%, 9%, that has to be prefixed. In the second case, 100 rupees debenture is issued at 95 but redeemable at 100. That means the debentures are issued at a discount of 5 rupees. In this the entry will be bank account debit 95, the actual amount received, to debenture application and allotment account 95. Then second entry will be debenture application and allotment account debit 95, discount on issue of debentures account debit 5 to debentures account 100. So here the discount is debited by 5 rupees. That is a loss for the company because they are issuing 100 rupees debenture at 95 but redeemable at 100. Third, 100 rupees debenture is issued at 105 and redeemed at 100. So that means the debentures are issued at a premium of 5 rupees. So in that case, the person who is applying for the debenture will pay 105 rupees to the company. But when redemption takes place, the person will get only 100 rupees. In this case, the first entry will be bank account debit 105 to debenture application and allotment account 105. Again, I repeat, I am assuming that the total amount is received with application. Then debenture application and allotment account debit 105 to debentures account 100 to securities premium reserve account. Here I have written SPR, that is actually securities premium reserve account 5 rupees. Now we come to the next case. In the next case, 100 rupees debenture is issued at 100 but redeemable at 105. That means the person who is applying for the debenture, he will pay 100 rupees to the company but he gets back 105 after your maturity time period of the debenture. So in this case, the company is paying 5 rupees extra at the time of redemption. So the first entry will be bank account debit 100 to debenture application and allotment account 100. And the second entry will be debenture application and allotment account debit 100, loss on issue of debentures account debit 5, to debentures account 100, and to premium on redemption of debentures. So you see, here we have debited loss on issue of debentures by 5 rupees, and we have also credited premium on redemption of debentures by 5 rupees. That is 5 rupees extra which the company has to pay at the time of redemption. Now we come to the fifth part. In this, like 100 rupees debenture is issued at 97 and redeemed at 105. That means the debentures are issued at a discount but redeemable at a premium. So discount was 3 rupees, but when redemption takes place, it is redeemed at a premium of 5 rupees. So bank account debit 97 to debenture application and allotment account 97. That is the actual amount received by the company. Then debenture application and allotment account debit 97. Loss on issue of debentures account debit 8 rupees. To debentures account 100 rupees, and to premium on redemption of debentures 5 rupees. So remember one thing, debentures account is credited with the nominal value of the debenture. Premium on redemption of debentures account is credited with 105 minus 100, that is 5 rupees. And loss on issue of debentures account is debited with the balancing figure 8 rupees, 105 minus 97. Then next one, when a debenture is issued at a premium and also redeemable at a premium, like 100 rupees debenture is issued at 105 and redeemed at 110, then first entry will be bank account debit 105 to debenture application and allotment account 105. Then debenture application and allotment account debit 105 to debentures account 100 to securities premium reserve 5 rupees, because 100 rupees debenture was issued at 105. So securities premium reserve will be credited with 5 rupees, and to premium on redemption of debentures will be 10 rupees, 110 minus 100, and loss on issue of debentures account will be debited with the balancing figure, that is 10 rupees. So here also you see debentures account is credited with the nominal value of the debenture. So in all cases you will see that debentures account is credited with the nominal value of the debentures. In part 5 also, okay. Then similarly in the other cases also, wherever you see debentures account is credited with the nominal value of the debenture. That thing you must remember. Now this premium on redemption of debentures will be shown under the head non-current liabilities under the subhead long-term borrowings. Okay. So now another thing you must remember, that debentures cannot be redeemed at a discount, although a company may redeem its debentures by purchasing them in the open market at a discount. But as such, they cannot be redeemed at a discount. They may purchase it from the open market at a discount. Okay?